Hey, it's Chris, and in this video, I'm gonna be comparing the new OnePlus 5 and the iPhone 7 Plus. Now, subscribers probably remember the video I made not too long ago comparing the OnePlus 3T and the iPhone 7 Plus, so I think you'll find it interesting to see what has changed. But first of all, if you're new around here and you're interested in becoming a YouTuber or making YouTube your full-time job, then you should check out my new book, which is called From You to YouTuber, and you should check out TubeBuddy, which is a tool that I use all the time around here, and I'll leave both of those links down in the description. Now, you might have heard that the OnePlus 5 looks kind of similar to the iPhone. Well, here they are side by side, and I'll just let you be the judge. Now, as you can see here, each of these phones is nice and slim at just 0.29 inches thick. Now, of these two phones, the iPhone has a larger overall footprint as its height stretches 6.23 inches versus the OnePlus 5's slightly smaller 6.07 inches. But despite that size difference, both phones do have the same screen dimensions at 5.5 inches and the same screen resolution at 1920 by 1080 pixels at 401 ppi. And just so you know, I do have the contrast cranked all the way up on both phones to show what the maximum brightness looks like. On the weight side of things, the OnePlus 5 weighs in at 4.9 ounces, which is well under the iPhone 7 Plus's 6.63 ounces. Now, instead of giving you all the camera details like the raw specs, I'm just gonna dive straight into the comparisons because that's probably one of the main reasons that you're here, just to see the difference with your own two eyes. This is what the forward-facing camera on the OnePlus 5 looks and sounds like. And this is what the forward-facing camera looks and sounds like on the iPhone 7 Plus. One more time, here's what the front-facing camera looks and sounds like on the OnePlus 5, but outside. And here's what the forward-facing camera looks and sounds like on the iPhone 7 Plus outside. And here is what a selfie looks like on the OnePlus 5 versus what a selfie looks like on the iPhone 7 Plus. So now let's take a look at each of these phones' dual camera systems, both the wide angle and the telephoto lenses. Here's what some 4K footage shot on the main OnePlus 5 camera looks like. And here's what some 4K footage shot on the main camera of the iPhone 7 Plus looks like. Now, here's a similar video taken on the OnePlus 5's main shooter, but it's using the 2x zoom button. And once again, here's a similar shot on the iPhone 7 Plus's main shooter, again using the 2x zoom button. And just in case you're wondering what the slow-mo on the OnePlus 5 looks like, well, here that is. And here it is compared to a slow-mo clip that was shot on the iPhone 7 Plus. Now, here's a shot that shows off the depth effect or the portrait mode on the OnePlus 5. And here's a similar shot that shows off the depth effect or the portrait mode on the iPhone 7 Plus. Finally, here's just a regular old photo that I shot on the OnePlus 5 versus the same subject which I shot on the iPhone 7 Plus. All right, so that's how the cameras compare on these guys, but let's take a quick look at the benchmarks. So of course I ran this test in Geekbench, which the iPhone finished a whole lot faster, but as you can see here, the OnePlus gets a much lower single core score than the iPhone, although it does come out on top in the multi-core arena. Now I'm gonna leave it up to you to do some research to figure out if you think that OnePlus maybe cheated in their benchmark scores on this device. That was maybe something that I read about. But again, these are the actual scores that I got when I ran this test. Moving on, here we are testing out how quickly a few websites load on each phone. As you can see, I've got a couple different examples here to show you. And oh, what's this? This is youtouber.com. That's the place where you can go to buy my book. I don't know how that got in there. Next up, here's a quick speaker test, starting with the OnePlus 5 at about 75% volume. Now compare that to the iPhone 7 Plus, which I've also got set to about 75% volume. Now, when it comes to charging, the OnePlus 5's dash charger is definitely the speedier of the two. As you probably heard, it'll give you a full day's power in half an hour. The OnePlus 5's battery has a capacity of 3,300 milliamp hours, while the iPhone 7 Plus has supposedly a battery capacity of 2,900 milliamp hours, although Apple never publicly states that, so that's just kind of a guess. All right, so that brings us to the price, and the OnePlus 5 starts at $479, while the iPhone 7 Plus starts at $769. Well, that's gonna do it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you guys wanna see a full review of the OnePlus 5, then give me a thumbs up on this video to let me know. And if you wanna purchase either phone, I'll leave the links for those down in the description. Also, don't forget to follow @Dailytekk, spelled Daily, T-E-K-K, on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later.